know, where did you start as a poet? When did you first identify yourself as a poet? Did it come from school? Did it come from like not school, like rebelling against school in a way?
Yeah, I went to a really weird and really cool high school called Mosaic in Columbus. And
Okay.
so one of our homework assignments was to go to a literary reading because we were doing like a creative writing assignment that was lasting like it was a project that lasted like 6 weeks. And in those 6 weeks we had to go to like some sort of literary. And I went to a poetry slam. And honestly, my biggest feeling when I went for the first time was like, oh, I could do that. Like, that doesn't look that hard.
Mm.
I could get on a stage and read a poem that I wrote. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I wrote a couple poems and I wrote like one that was pretty good. And there was just like a lot of positive encouragement from people who like I respected, right?
Wow.
From like poets who were on stages, from teachers whose opinion I actually cared about, from classmates even. Um, and I think that, when you're 16 and you find the first thing that you're like really good at, and that
Mm-hmm.
was poetry for me,
Mm.
I think it really sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kept writing ever since then. And I would perform like where I could when I was in school the first time around. Um, but like college, I definitely like took a break from like making it my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then eventually the college I went to got bought by another college and I dropped out. Um, and when I dropped out, I was like, well, I need to do something with my life. Like, I can't just work a fucking service job. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when I started really getting into performing again. And my two main venues for that were like comedy shows, like comedy variety shows that would have like one musician and one poet on the bill, and
Mm-hmm.
then everything else would be stand up. And then like punk shows, like folk punk shows in particular, where it was a lot of like acoustic guitar shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you had like one poet at the beginning.